Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome as always to our coffee times to discuss books. And today I thought, before I fly to London and I probably come back with multiple suitcases full of books, I thought I could just make a book haul of everything that I have accumulated so far, so that when I come back from London I can make like a London slash Yalk book haul. So because I have acquired a couple of books since my last book haul, and especially I have accumulated many Star Trek books, and there's an explanation for that. So without further ado, let's start.
It's coffee time.
First of all, as you can see, I have embraced my Heartstopper face. I also ordered 2 sets of earrings and other merch. I don't know if you can see it, but these earrings say hi and there's like a leaf. And then I have another set that have Nellie and Henry, which are the 2 dogs from Nick. Yeah, I have another t-shirt coming. A lot of stuff coming, so yeah, sorry not sorry, still obsessed with the show. So I thought we would start just showing you the books that I got that are Star Trek books. So I really like Star Trek, and we went to a convention called the FedCon in Germany, and there were some vendors that had books, and one of them had like a big box of books in English from Star Trek, and they were really cheap, so I decided to buy the whole thing. I have never started reading the books, I just accumulated them. So I don't know if those are really interesting for you guys or not. Maybe I will do some reading vlogs of them if people are interested to hear my thoughts on them, but these are adult sci-fi books, obviously. So I'm just gonna quickly show you the books without really telling you anything about the plot or stuff, just to show you what I got. So these are all mass market paperbacks that I got. Let's see, I have Star Trek Avenger, which is this one here. Then we have Star Trek Twilight's End. I just love this cover so much. Then we have Star Trek Devil World. We have here Sulu as well in the cover. Then Star Trek Balance of Power. Then we have Star Trek Into the Nebula, and these are obviously from the Next Generation. Then everything is mixed. So Star Trek Intellibor. I love Data so much. So next, Star Trek Across the Universe, William Shatner right there. Next, Star Trek Adventures. We have the Doctor there. Next, Star Trek, this is from Deep Space Nine, Trial by Error. Moving on with Star Trek Insurrection. Then we have Star Trek New Earth. Star Trek The Next Generation, The Romulan Stratagem. Then Star Trek Vulcan's Heart. I'm really interested in this one. I really love Vulcans and their culture. Then we have Star Trek Heart of the Sun. Star Trek The Captain's Daughter. And Star Trek The Next Generation Dark Mirror. And if you thought those were the only ones, well, you are wrong, my friend, because I also got these kind of like thinner paperbacks. I think I paid for everything like around 20 euros, 22, so I just had to take it, okay? So I have Star Trek Starfleet Academy. I think these are all Starfleet Academy. Crisis on Vulcan. Then we have Nova Command. We have Starfall. These ones I think are gonna be so much fun. Secret of the Lizard People. Crossfire. Still love these covers so much. They look like so much fun. Aftershock. Love the drama as well. We have Cadet Kirk. The Hunted Starship. And Prisoners of Peace. So these were all the Star Trek books that I have collected, and I can add to the other ones that I also already have. I'm gonna try to find some lists online to put them correctly and then decide which ones I can already start with, because I've been collecting them for a couple years now. So I feel like it might be time to actually start reading them. If you have experience with these books, please do let me know down below if there's any specific way that I should start, and if you guys would be interested at all to hear my thoughts on these books. And now let's move on to my current obsession, Heartstopper. Let's talk about it. So because of the Netflix show, they have re-released the first volume of the graphic novels, so I had to get it. Because we have here Charlie and Nick, but the characters from the Netflix show on the front and on the back, and it has some parts of the script as well at the end, which is the exclusive like TV script extracts that are included in this volume. And on the spine we have here also Charlie from the Netflix TV show. I don't know if they're gonna do that for all of the volumes. If they do, needless to say, I'm gonna repurchase them all. It's fine, we are okay. Yeah, so I really needed this one and I got it. And then since I didn't own a copy of some of the other Alice Oseman books, I really want to start collecting them all. So I got myself a copy of Solitaire, because this one is about Tori. Tori is Charlie's older sister, also known as my spirit animal. So I love Tori so much. So yeah, I had to get this one. And then obviously I needed to get the other two novellas that Alice wrote about the characters Nick and Charlie, and there's also a little bit of Tori and even Oliver in this ones. We have Nick and Charlie, and we have This Winter, and basically the moment the delivery guy brought me the package, I sat down and read it and obsessed about it. So you'll be hearing about it for a long time. And as part of my obsession, I also ordered 2 bookmarks from someone here from Etsy from the Netherlands, to support also some, you know, smaller businesses. So I got these 2. This one just says Heartstopper, and this one has Nick, Charlie, and Nellie. And I really like the colors, and they're gonna be great for when I am rereading my graphic novels. Honestly, these are so cute, and I did order some more through Etsy, but they're not here yet. But I'm just embracing, you know, this phase of my life. And because Heartstopper has awakened in me this need for more romance books in my life, I was in a bookstore here in the Netherlands and I decided to pick a book that I have never heard of. So I just kind of took a chance on it. And that is As Far As You'll Take Me by Phil Stamper. I also already read it in June. So I don't know if this video is going to go up before my wrap up or after. But what I can tell you is that I was kind of expecting a more meet-cute scenario, and it was actually a way darker story, more serious story, and more of a drama a lot of times. So if you're hoping to pick this one up for a meet-cute moment, it might not be the one. But even though it was not what I expected, I did enjoy it. Then also at the bookstore, I decided to pick up 2 books about vampires. The first one is a classic that I needed in my collection in hardcover, and that is Camilla. I've read this one a couple of times, but I never owned a copy of it. You know, most of the classics you can get on your Kindle for free. But I needed this copy. The moment I saw this hardcover, stunningly beautiful, I knew I needed it. And when I saw it at the bookstore, I was like, okay, now it's my time. If you're unaware of this story, this is one of the first ever stories about vampires that were written. It came even before Dracula. So if you love those type of stories, check this one out, because this is kind of like the origin story. And the other book that I decided to pick is Vampires Never Get Old. This is a compilation of short horror stories that are all about vampires. And the reason of me picking up this is because I wanted to read B.E. Schwab's short story, because it has been turned into a Netflix show called First Kill. I did binge the first season, and I have a spoiler-free review of that on my other channel. When this book came out, I put it on my wish list, but I never picked it up. And now that the Netflix show is out, I really want to know what the story is, you know, because now I've watched the show, so I really need to read the story now. And I wanted to pick it up anyways for the collection because it's about vampires. So I will be definitely reading at least V. Schwab's story really soon. And since I am going to attend Yelk this year, and I've mentioned before there was an author there that I want to meet and I want to get books signed by, I decided to pick up her books, obviously. And that is Savage Island and Cruel Castle by Briony Pierce. This is, you know, the 2 books in the series are out so far, so I want to read the first book before I go to London, so that at least I have a little bit of knowledge. But if not, it's okay. You can still go to authors and get book signs even if you haven't read them yet. You know, it's not like a must, but I want to try to read the first one before I go and meet her. And I really love the concept of these books, so I am surprised I never picked them up, because it is about a millionaire that makes this contest. People can go to this island to play some sort of game or something to get money, but when they get there, then things start to go south. I love that. Strangers somewhere in an island competition, things go wrong, like that's my vibe. So I'm really excited about this ones, and I wanted anyways to collect all the Red Eye books. These are all YA horror stories. Some are darker than others. So check trigger warnings, or check if people are saying they're more violent or stuff, because I know they're not all on the same level of horror. But anyways, I am so happy to add these ones to the collection now. At the secondhand bookstore, I did pick up 1 book. There were more that I was interested in, but honestly, I didn't want to pick up too many books before going to London, because let's face it, I'm gonna spend a lot of money on books in London. I'm gonna get a lot of things. But this is a YA horror that I wanted to pick anyways, and that is What the Woods Keep by Katia de Becerra. If I understand correctly, this is about a girl whose mother disappeared, and the people in town seem to be keeping secrets. There's a lot of rumors about her mother's disappearance and things that she has to learn. I think she is left with the manor, like the family house as well, and she needs to uncover some secrets, and there are probably some secrets in the woods as well. I don't know, but those vibes, you know, small town secrets, things like that. I'm really excited. Plus, I really like this cover and the color combination. And also, while I was in the store, I browsed a little bit to see how the book was, and I found this. And when there is like mixed media, letters, anything, emails, I'm just a sucker. I just need to read it. Something else that I bought here in the Netherlands is another copy, yes, another copy of Galant by B. Schwab, because this is a signed copy. So I know that B. Schwab was here in the Netherlands signing at Waterstones, but it was back, I think, in October when I was in the middle of packing. I couldn't make it. It was just a mess, so I missed her, but I think there's still copies around of her signed books. So I find this one and I had to grab it. It was not cheap at all, and I already have the book, but something compelled me to buy this because I don't own a V. Schwab signed book, and I really like her writing, so I feel like maybe I never meet her, maybe another year at Yogg, who knows. But I wanted to pick this one up. I still have not read the book, and I own 2 copies now. At least they're different. You know, there are different copies, there are different sizes even. It's really interesting. But yeah, so I picked this one up, and it also has stunning bookends. Look at this. It is absolutely stunning. And here is the signed page. So yeah, I was really excited. I still have not even read the book, but yeah, I knew I needed it in my life, so I picked it up. Moving on with 2 Eric LaRocca books. The first one, I have Eric to thank. I thank him so much for getting this my way, because this paperback was completely sold out everywhere, and that is The Strange Thing We Become and Other Dark Tales. I had this book on my Kindle, so I didn't like pre-order the paperback when it came out, and then I regretted it because it just got sold out everywhere. I think it's because some of the stories are going to be republished. And this is not going to be available anymore, and I was really crying about it. So I asked Eric if he had a spare copy for me, and he sent it my way. So extremely thankful, forever thankful for Eric and all, you know, the things that he has sent me. So yeah, I'm like so happy to add this one to my Eric LaRocca collection, and I didn't want that mistake to happen to me again. So I had a pre-order on We Can Never Leave This Place. Because I had to make sure that I got the copy. I also had this on Kindle because I got an ARC for it, so I could read it earlier, and I read it and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars, but of course I wanted to get my physical copy for my collection, so I did pre-order this one myself, and I'm so pleased because, I mean, this cover, I mean, come on you guys, it is absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait for the next release by Eric. And then I got 2 more books. One of them is a new release called The Exorcist House by Nick Roberts. I was really excited about this one because this is based on the 90s, and this guy that buys a house to move with their family. They finally want to experience that farm life. They want some quiet and peace. And then they realized that before them, the previous owner in that house used to be an exorcist. So some sort of rituals were performed, I think, on the basement. So I was like, this sounds really good, and I really want to read it. So yeah, I got a copy of these, which I hope to read soon. And then the last thing that I got is book 6 on the Miss Berrigan School for Peculiar Children series. You guys know I really like this series. I still need to catch up. I think I've only read until 4, so I have 5 and 6 to catch up with. I know some people love it, some people don't really get into it, but for me it really works. This is a story about kids that have special abilities and therefore have to hide themselves and their powers to the world. But it is such an amazing world building. I absolutely love to get to know all the children, and through the years, you know, and they make a friend who is a regular human, and I don't know, I just love it. The movie is absolute garbage. Do not watch the movie, and it hurts my feelings because it's a Tim Burton movie. But it's just garbage. If you've read the books, you know, you understand my feelings. So this is number 6, and it's called The Desolations of Devil's Acre. And I'm really excited. Also, Ransom Riggs always puts in these novels like really old pictures that he finds in flea markets and things like that. That's how it all started, and I absolutely love to see those pictures. They add so much atmosphere to the story. So yeah, this is another one that I'm really excited to get to at some point. Alright you guys, so this is everything that I had been accumulating, and now I get a clean slate. When I go to London and I come back, I can give you a full-on like London/Yelk book haul just based on the books that I got while I was there. I am extremely excited. I am praying there are no problems with the planes, because here in the Netherlands there are a lot of problems. I think everywhere, you know, the airports are kind of understaffed, so we're hoping that everything goes according to plan. We're gonna be there extremely early just to make sure we can get through security on time. But I'm so excited to meet all of you guys that are gonna be there, all the booktubers that I like and whose content I enjoy, some authors like Amy McCall and Joshua Winning, and a lot of people, obviously Alice Osman. Like, somebody's gonna have to call an ambulance. Anyways, really excited. I might be a little bit awkward at the beginning, but I can get really extroverted really soon with the people that I like. So if you see me, please come say hi, and let's talk about books while we wait in line for things. Yeah, so I'm really excited, and yeah, I probably will vlog it as well to let you guys know how it went. And thank you guys so much for all your support as always, and I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!